How are we, boys? How are we? How are we, lads? What's happening? What's happening? How we doing? What's going on? How are we? Your poison running through my veins. Your poison. How are we? How are we, boys? How are we? Welcome in, welcome in. Been a mad day of transfers so far, hasn't it? Mad day of transfers. I was going to tweet out that we live. How we doing, boys? Welcome in, welcome in. Um, Thoughts on Isaac getting his wish? Well, I don't like it, mate. Just for football in general. Because if he can do it, what stops everybody else from doing it, you know? Um, I don't like it, but it is what it is, isn't it? Like, it's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. Hey, Danny, how we doing, mate? Hey, Tara, how we doing? Right, chat. 5 of 20, 99 plus. 99 plus, like that even exists. Come on, give me R9. That's all we're looking for here. R9. Any chance at all. No, no. Hullet, I will take a Hullet. I definitely need that. Beckenbauer as well. That's a dub. We'll take Beckenbauer, Hullet. Stanway, Bronze, and Alessi Russo there. Actually, we'll take Bombati. Clip that. All good, mate. How about you? Yeah, yeah. I'm fantastic. Thanks, mate. You've got R9. Do you want him? Yeah, I should. Yeah, he should have respected Newcastle. He should have. Yeah, he should have, mate. Right, that's a dub. Right, second 5 of 20, 99. Come on. We got Hullet in the first one, so all we need is R9 now, I believe. Any chance for an R9 ref? It's looking unlikely. It's looking unlikely, boys. No, not at all. Damn. Just taking dupes here. You don't want Isaac? Why? What's the reason there then? Alright, so I'll delete that squad. Just the way he acted, that's fair enough. FC25 kid, how we doing, mate? Welcome in. How are we, sir? How are we? Dino, Beckenbauer. Yeah. The same with like Newcastle and Wissa, really. Wissa shouldn't really be going on like that to get to Newcastle either, you know? You got Cruyff. Nice, mate. Very nice. There we are. Gertrude, yeah. Yeah, we got Gertrude, yeah, we did, mate, yeah. Good signing, to be fair. Hey, thank you very much for the alert, mate. Appreciate that. You can't pack Hampton. Why? Is she impossible to get? I won't be adding you, mate. No. I'm not adding you, no. Hey, how are we doing, Alex, mate? How are we, sir? This is the team now, boys. We obviously unlocked Ronaldinho in the objective. We just packed Hullard, and we got Beckenbauer as well, so... We're doing very, very, very well. How are the lads? How are we doing, Craig, lad? The only one he didn't get from the picks was R9. That's the only one I need as well, mate, yeah. Only one I need as well. Thoughts on Donnarumma? I mean, to be fair, mate, like, if he goes to City, that'll make them a better team, I think. So, to be honest, Alex, mate, I don't know what, like, I don't know how to feel about it, because players can't go on like that and still get their own way, can they, really? Like, you know what I mean? Get R9, yeah, I'm going to try and pack him, mate. I think it sets a bad precedent. I really do. Hey, Elliot, how we doing, mate? Welcome back from yesterday, fella. How are we? Yeah. Like, the problem you'll have as well, though, Alex, is if he decides to kick up a fuss when he's 28, 29, to go to Real Madrid, there's, like... like you can't be surprised if he does that, you know what I mean, because of the way he went on to join you. It's one of those, isn't it? Xhaka was a good deal. Xhaka was an excellent deal, mate. How we doing, Jack? How are we, boys? How are we? Clash in Paris felt a bit like a letdown. Yeah, it weren't great, was it? It was okay, but it wasn't like. Who's your favourite player you've packed? Well, Hull it now, mate. Hull it. Yeah, we got Gertrude today, so that's a hell of a signing for us. Seen the news about Isak? I have, mate. Yeah, it's like I said, he's an excellent player. He just the way he's gone about that transfer is just really wrong, mate. Like the same with any player that does that. Any player, you can't do that. Like I think what it's gonna do now though is it's gonna set like I think what clubs are gonna do now is put in like clauses. They're gonna put clauses in contracts where if you refuse to play, things will happen. You know, like you won't be paid or the club have the right to fine you or something like that. Because it's happened too much this year. Canate shapeshifter. I don't know. I have no idea on the best goalkeeper, to be fair. Probably Footy's Van der Sar. Um, what are you grinding for? To be honest, mate, R9. R9's the only card we need now because we packed Ruud Hullet earlier, so we just need R9 now. And to be honest, mate, I'm not really playing this game to get the cards. I'm just opening packs and talking about football, to be fair. So the packs are more something to watch than they are me grinding for anything. You know? Like, so background viewing or something. while we talk about football. That's more so what it is. Oh, we don't play career mode, mate. I don't play career mode on FIFA. I don't like it. I think it's boring, to be fair. But we will have a Sunderland team for sure, yeah. You got James 96. Yeah, she's not very good anymore now. Yeah, so R9's the only card we're looking for really here. No, yeah, like the thing is that Isak will be good for you. Like I said yesterday on Twitter, I don't think he'll live up to the £125 million price tag. In the same way, I don't think anyone can live up to that. Like not just him, but I think when prices start going over like 90 to 100 million quid, I don't think you can really like. There's very few players in the world, especially considering Isak's injury prone anyway. I don't think you'll ever see the £125 million value. Even if you do win the league, I don't think you'll ever see the value that you've paid for him, to be fair. I really don't. Hey, thank you very much for that follow there. Appreciate it. How are we? Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Elliot, mate. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but no, he's got to get like 25 goals a season every season. Like he can't score any less than 25 goals a season for him to be an exceptional signing. He has to score silly amounts of goals for him to justify that price. If you have £1,000, what would you spend it on? Uh, Nothing probably, mate. I would just save it. You lads don't have to spam the same questions. You know I can see them. Um, Thank you very much for that follow there, mate. Appreciate that. When's the five of? I don't know, mate. It's 6 o'clock probably. Probably 6 o'clock. Oh, mate, we got Gertrudia today, and we got Brian Brobbery as well. So we're having a hell of a transfer window. Us. Um, yeah, the 5 of 20 footies refreshes at 6 p.m., mate. Yeah, I'm not like I don't. I'm not giving my name out on online, mate. Basically, you just can call me whatever my name is on the stream. You know. Can you do an 85 times 10? Not yet, mate. No. Hopefully, Gehi gets done. Yeah, Gehi will. Yeah. Hey, thank you very much for the follow there, Logan, mate. How are we, sir? Bayern Leverkusen sack head coach Eric Ten Hag. Yeah, I think I mentioned that yesterday. Mental. You're the best. I mean, I don't know about that, mate, but yeah. Sunderland to get Europe? I don't think so. Yeah, Ten Hag had like 3 games, mate. 2 or 3 games. 2 or 3 games and they sacked him. Do you think Leverkusen get Mourinho or no? You've got CR7 99 and Messi 99. Yeah, same, mate. Same. The only one I need is R9. That's it. We'll get 13th. I don't think we will. I think there's a few teams better than us, to be fair, but What the fuck? Eintracht Frankfurt have just offered 28.5 million quid for Will Osula. What? 28.5 million quid for Will Osula? Sorry. Hey, thank you very much for the follow there, mate. Appreciate that. How are we? Sunderland have a decent chance of staying up now. To be honest, mate, we had a decent chance a couple of weeks ago. But then obviously adding more players now, and the way we're playing, we've got we've won 2 out of 3, so we should have done better against Burnley, man. But what rank are you on Rivals? Oh, I haven't played Rivals in months, mate. Osula going for that as wild. Yeah, Newcastle might go get another striker with that, mate. Well, I haven't played Rivals in a while, to be honest, mate. I'm probably like Division 4 or something now. I've been relegated so many times. How are you? Yeah, mate, I'm fantastic. Thanks. Freddie, how are we doing, mate? Welcome in. Welcome into YouTube, mate. How are we? If you are new to YouTube, make sure you do drop a subscription. It is free and it does help out massively. It just means that Newcastle signing Wissa for 55 million quid doesn't seem as bad now because they're getting that money back from Will Osula, so overpaid for Wissa but got too much for Osula, so it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. You know? You're playing Rivals. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Let me know how it goes. No. Pressure don't so why. What's everyone up to today then? Are they up to much? I know. Not long to FC26 now. True. Mate, I'm really excited for it. I was talking to some of the boys about it yesterday. Like, I'm really excited for 26. I'm really excited for it. Because there's so much to do on that game. There's so much to do. You're going to need like 3 squads at least. Which, if you're a grinder of the game or you like playing the game a lot, that's going to be great. Yeah, gold cards are going to last longer, and they're going to need like I said, you're going to need 3 squads for Gauntlet. So you're going to have like your first team. Then you're going to need a second team and a third team at least. At least. So it's going to be great. Because, you know, the cards that go out with your first team but you really liked, you can use them in your second team or your third team now, so. And obviously that means Team of the Weeks will be more valuable now because they'll actually have a use because you can use them in your second or third team or your first team if they're good enough. League SBC should be a lot better now because there's more use for the cards. It should be an all-round better game. Because, I don't know if you played the beta, but the beta was brilliant for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I rarely lost. Like, I lost early doors because I didn't have a team. But then when I got a team, I was just slapping people. What's wrong with you? Tottenham have gone in for Malik Fofana. Interesting. Hey, what's wrong with you? Any chance of an R9 chat? Any chance of an R9? Nope. Who do you support? Sunderland, mate. Sunderland. Listening to what I say. Got to turn around. You support City. Are you excited by the signing of what's he called? Fucking Donnarumma. You're looking kinda down to me. Yeah. Good man, good man. I hope he does well for you. Bit awkward for James Trafford though, no? Do you think Newcastle are going for him or not? I don't think they will now. James Trafford didn't look at all good at City. What's wrong with you? Got to turn around. Hey Freddie, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? Yeah, if you boys do want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the YouTube chat there. If you boys on YouTube want to follow me on Twitter, he's at an FC26 is going to be cold. Yeah, he's going to be fairly good to be fair. Have you seen his card? Been waiting too long. I've been waiting hell no. You won on Rivals. Go on, lad. You got a 99 rated team? Yeah, same. Same. I have as well, mate, yeah. How we doing, Dan, lad? How are we, sir? Did you see, have you seen that fucking Will Osula's been linked away? I'm not playing the game at the minute, mate. We're just doing packs, to be honest. Yeah, mate, that's what I was saying, right? Like, obviously you're overpaid for Wissa, but that's okay if you're gonna get like nearly 30 million quid for fucking Will Osula. That's all right, isn't it? Do you think you'll go for another striker then? Do you think you'll go for another striker to make like so you've got like three? That would be pretty lit though, no? Another midfielder. I said go for Conor Gallagher to be honest, but Conor Gallagher fits our system so well. Because again, Anthony Gordon could like make a third striker, right? I'm your best YouTuber. Well, I appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Make sure you drop a subscription, though. You know, we did hit 2,000 subs on YouTube yesterday, which is pretty lit. I don't know how anyone can watch Will Osula and say, yeah, 30 million quid. Beyond me. But Liverpool and yourselves. Honestly, mate, we're doing bits at the minute. I don't understand it, but I'm here for it, you know. Who's your best player? Probably like Hullet and Mbappe. I'll show you the team now, mate. We got Hullet this morning, so well this afternoon. Oh dear. This is an RTG, by the way. We don't spend any money. We've got nearly 3.4 million, and we've got this team. Yeah, we got Gertrudia this morning, and we got Brian Broby. So, mate, I'm happy. I am happy. Make sure if you're on YouTube, by the way, you drop a like on this stream. Helps out massively as well. That's really good. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Yeah, pretty sick. I might play rivals with it. I don't know. One of the best deals of the window actually is Aston Villa getting Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott for 35 million quid with an initial loan. I think that's a really good deal, to be honest. I think that's a really good deal. Oh yeah, it was massively cheap. Mate, you could have gotten about 45, 50 million quid for him. Easily. Did you have any fodder after Blanc? Yeah, mate, yeah. We've got a ton of fodder. I think the saving grace for you lot though, mate, is the fact that it's pure profit, isn't it? I won't be adding you, Freddie, mate. No. 85 times 10. No, we're not doing them yet, mate. Rogers next summer, maybe, maybe. Hey, Hamad, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? Welcome in. Welcome in, sir. How are we? Good sign for Villa. Oh, excellent sign for Villa, yeah. Excellent sign in that. Hope things are alright. Yeah, mate, I'm fantastic, thanks. Lindelof, yeah. Lindelof's probably just a sign-in for, like, numbers, isn't it? Did you get all 99s from the Gritty to Glory? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We opened them earlier. They'll be out on YouTube tonight, by the way. So if you've missed them, I'll be putting them out on YouTube tonight. And TikTok. Would you save me? What's the best way to make coins? Just do and play SBCs. To be honest. Where you from? England, mate. Hanging cause you know what I'm feeling. Have you played with any pros? I've played against pros, yeah. It wasn't fun, I'll tell you that much, mate. Don't leave me hanging cause you know what I'm feeling. Who? I played against Gorilla. I played against Stokes. Played against Shorey. Played against Harry. Lost them all, like. But the closest one was with Gorilla. But yeah, I passed. Oh, he last. I've never played against Tony Day though. He's the one pro I want to match with. Yeah, Hamad, stop being weird, mate. How old are you, Hamad? Yeah. How old are you, mate? I go crazy. How did I ask you? Would you stop me from falling? Would you save me? 27, yeah. Fair enough then, yeah. I have tune, yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm 34, mate. Yeah, tune, honestly, right? I would take it, right? And say no backsies, send them away, and then go and get like another like midfielder or something because that's outrageous. Yeah, and honestly, right? It means that overpaying for as much as you have for Wissa isn't as bad anymore. No, I get that a lot. Hamad, mate. Yeah, people don't understand how old I am, but yeah. Honestly, tune, mate. I would just take it, you know. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Ark here. How we doing, mate? How are we, sir? Baby, make your move. Step across the line. Touch me one more time. Yeah, I would just go and get a midfielder. Go and get what's he called? Conor Gallagher, mate. What's your highest finished in champs? I got 12 wins. That was during team of the year though. I got 12 wins when they did that dropped that patch, which was pretty sick. Or Perquetta. Um, Perquetta or Gallagher for sure. I like what you're doing at the minute though. Like, don't listen to Wolf. He gets 7 to 8 wins. I know that you're not telling other people about other people's wins. No, that's not RK mentioning other people's records in weekend league. No, can't be. It can't be, chat. Are you playing on new gen this year, RK? I know. Tony Day got fucking 10 wins this weekend, mate. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you can't wait. Well, mate, to be honest, it's the last year for old gen, isn't it? So you've got no choice on. Like, from 27, you've got no choice, really. So, like getting skiing lessons from Schumacher, you're not wrong, mate. Yeah, you're not wrong. Is this just a heel hangout? Yeah, 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 yeah. Everyone's welcome, mate. Yeah. Baby, make your move. I can just get rid of 98s now, can't I? Why? Get them gone, chat. Do you have the companion app? I do, mate, yeah. It's boring though, right? CX7, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we? How are we? It's the spelling of your name, yeah. Toon is on a mad one today because his team are getting 30 million quid for Will Osula. What the fuck? 30 million of the king's fucking finest. I don't know. I don't know, mate. I saw it on the screen, right, and I had to watch it come past on the screen again to make sure I saw what I saw. Fucking hell. To be honest, mate, you could have put 5 million quid towards fucking Harvey Elliott and gone bought him. How much did they pay for Osula? Like 5 million quid or something? Like 8 million quid or something? It was fucking pennies, though. There was nowhere, like, nothing near that. Yeah, it was less than 10. It was like 8 or something. Fucking madness, mate. The only thing he's done is score against. Did he score against Birmingham? Can you stop swearing? No. So yeah, so basically, he scored against Birmingham and Liverpool, and that's it. Why? Because I fucking said so. How about that? If you don't like it, mate, there is plenty of other streams to go and watch. You know what I mean? Scoring against Liverpool probably doubled his value, tripled it, mate. He's not a £10 million player, I'll tell you that much. Ba 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 ba. Step across the line. Touch me one more time. Oh yeah. Like didn't he wasn't he the one who got Alanga signed as well? Mate, you know what it is? Newcastle have played fucking 4D chess, you know, this summer. They have. The Letties I go last year, this like last day of the window. Hey Tom, how we doing, mate? Freddie, I mean this with the greatest of respect. Fuck off. You know what I mean? How about that? You spit on hot dogs before you eat them. Shut up. Um, so both Alanga's mates, though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell, Freddie. You can tell, mate. Yeah. 60 million for Alanga and you prefer Murphy. Yeah. It do be like that sometimes. Hey, so how we doing, mate? Happy with 3 weeks? You managed to get 4 points in a draw. Honestly, mate, excellent weeks for you. What? I've just got a notification there, right? What the fuck? Apparently, someone's saying that Messi wanted to make sure Garnacho doesn't play the World Cup due to lack of game time. What? What's that got to do with Lionel? Fair enough, yeah. Um, yeah, I imagine Lionel Messi's got a bit of a say on that team, though, right? Yeah, Man United have got a full agreement now to sign Lamans, or however you say his name. Never heard of him, but great win against Brentford. Good mate, how are you? Yeah, I'm fantastic, thanks. Yeah, we look class to be fair, mate. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow there, mate. Yeah, we look class. Yeah, I don't care to be fair, Freddie. I really don't care, mate. Who do you support? Sunderland, mate. Oh, it's alright, okay. He's on YouTube, so he's giving me watch hours, so I don't really mind keeping him about, you know. He's telling us that he's like 11-year-old and he's playing for the under 11s. Probably sits on the fucking bench. Yeah, he's doing his medical now. Oh, well, there you go then. To be honest though, Toon, could you not swap them? I know I'm handing in 98 to you lads, but we don't need them. Yeah, you got to be careful how you type that, arcade, mate. You know what I mean? You just signed that Brian Brobery? Yeah, we have, yeah. Two separate money deals, yeah, true. 18 million quid for a goalkeeper. If it solves that issue, mate, they could be alright, you know. Are we all looking forward to Monday Night Raw tonight? Monday Night Raw starts at 7 o'clock when the transfer window closes. Why are you being so mean to your son? Because he's a knobhead. How about that? He's shit at footy and you should take him out the under 20, under 11s. Um, when it's Rumble time, yeah. AJ, to be honest, mate, I think they should have had AJ on last night with Dom. Had it as like a disqualification and rerun the match on Raw, but obviously it's not going to happen now, is it? Let's get rid of these cards. You're leaving, good man. Thank you. Looking at Buendia. What, so Buendia to Leeds? Should have had tag titles match on Raw, maybe. To be honest, Dan, mate, like, I watch it. I have it on, but I don't just sit there and, like, watch it. I always do other things while it's on. You know? Ebenezer good. It's Ebenezer good. I'm keeping that R9 because it's the only R9 I have. With the vacated woman's title. Yeah, true. I just give it to Stephanie Vaquer, innit? Like, anybody against that idea or no? Anybody against giving it to Stephanie Vaquer? No, didn't think so. Yeah. Here we go for Mark Gahey. Mate, yeah. It's been an exceptional window. Yeah, Freddie, you can't spell, mate, so fuck off, innit? Go and play with your crayons. Make sure you put your helmet on as well. Mong. Oh yeah, like that's how you go about a transfer. That's how you go about a transfer. Be like go on like Mark Gahey, Eze, them types of players. Doing what these other players are doing where they're like, oh well I'm not playing. All they're gonna do, mate, is just put like transfer thingies in their contracts where like if you hold out. That's what's gonna be, there's gonna be a new precedent in all these contracts where it's like, oh if you refuse to play, this is gonna happen. And that's what it's going to be for all these other transfers going forward now. Any new contract renewal, any new transfer, they're all going to have these like added clauses in if you refuse to play. So Liverpool have got Mark Gahey for 35 million quid and 10% add-on. So yeah, didn't yeah I saw that. Yeah, I retweeted it. Like basically they shouldn't be paying him because a loyalty bonus would imply he's being loyal. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I just wouldn't be paying him, mate. Wouldn't be fucking paying him at all. Fulham are doing some business, aren't they? Brentford have got in Reece Nelson. Come on, give me R9. Any chance? That's Rodrigo. God, man. Wow. If you were born in the 80s, the 80s. Well, I mean, she technically joined last night, didn't she? Listen to this, boys. For those who haven't seen, Eintracht Frankfurt have made a £28.5 million offer to Newcastle for striker Will Osula. 28.5 million of the king's finest. Mental. Have an official joiner. That'll be interrupted by AJ Lee. And then is it like windmill? Yeah. So Punk will need a group, right? Just giving up on rational at the minute. Tweeted Jimmy Rubin. What is that to say? Like, just get him gone. Accept that bid. Do you need me to drive him, sir? Yeah, it'll just be a little bit boring if it's like if it ends up being like Uso and stuff like that again. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, tune. I respect it though, mate. Yeah, Roman's out for a while. He's gone to record Street Fighter, hasn't he? So because I mean, they need someone to fight against Bron Breakker and what's he called? Bronson Reed. So to be honest, Toon, I think that hey Elliot, how we doing, mate? I think that Voltamada will be your next big seal. I think he goes in like 2 or 3 years for like 120 or something like that. 110, 120. Ollie, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we, sir? Unless you just swap them for absolute fucking. Do you not think that's the future of football though? Like, um, swapping like elite level players for like 3 or 4, maybe 5 other players from a team. Thierry Henry, that's one we haven't had. Take that, chat. AFC kid, how we doing, mate? Good pull, yeah, excellent pull. First time I've had him as well, to be fair. The madman's on the run. We just need R9 chat. That's all we're looking for. R9 transfer window and chill. That's all this is today. Exactly, Toon, right? Exactly. I think though, especially with a team in your position, I think you have to still do a little bit of PSR juggling for the next like 2 or 3 years, maybe. If you can get through this PSR window, yeah, I remember you were here like 20 minutes ago, mate. Yeah, if you can get through this PSR window, like with a better squad in 3 years than you have had, I think you'll be in a perfect position. Because I do think it's one of those situations where you're just constantly going to have to be like moving pieces. As long as you're signing players for your first team every single season for the next 3 years, I think you'll be fine. Oh yeah, like that's obviously going to be massive, isn't it? Because I hope people don't like think for 1 second that the Saudis won't be putting on a lot of events at Newcastle. You know all these like the Saudi boxing thingy they've got going on. They've got like they do UFC fucking events and all that type of stuff, right? I hope people don't think for 1 second that they won't put that in Newcastle. Oh yeah, 100%. They'll be putting on fucking all sorts. They'll just pay, mate. They'll pay the likes of Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Robbie Williams, and all that. They go on performance in James's Park to put it down as profit for Newcastle, and then that's when you'll really start to see the fun and fireworks, mate. They'll have NFL games there. Rugby games will be going there. They'll do all sorts, mate, because they've got the money to do it, right? So Because people are like, oh yeah, Newcastle are a small club until Newcastle start using the money that they do have to buy outside stuff, like obviously acts for shows and stuff like that. Exactly, yeah, yeah. Once you get that new stadium, that's when it stops being like poking fun at Newcastle, you know, because that's when Newcastle becomes serious. When you get that new stadium, unlocks a ton of new revenue, you know. The Shark Club are bouncing, mate. What a place that is, by the way. I watched the WrestleMania, the other one where Brock beat the Undertaker. I watched WrestleMania at the Shark Club. Fuck me, what a place. Yeah, that Isaac deal's done now, by the way. How it was with you. How you pull me through. Cantona. Yeah, I just need R9, lads. That's all I need. Hey, Musa, thank you very much for the sub on YouTube, mate. Could see you losing Gordon next year. Yeah, I think he's I think he's one of the worst attackers you have, mate. Well, one of them's lying, mate, because they're both different times, aren't they? Gordon off the left. To be honest, mate, I don't know why, but I prefer Barnes. I don't know why. I think Barnes is a lot more technical than Gordon. Oh yeah, but like last season, mate, he was class. In the final, he was class. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about Barnes. Yeah, Barnes gives you a lot more than what Gordon does. If you can't run in behind, Gordon's useless for you. If a team's sitting low block, Gordon's useless because he's got no space to run into because that's his strength. And obviously, the first season that you had Gordon, people weren't really like you were catching teams on the counters because they weren't expecting you to be front foot. Now everyone expects you to be front foot, so they just sit back. Now, what a first message, isn't it? Like, um, oh yeah, they'll sit deep against them, but to be honest, right, if you had a 9 against Villa, you'd have beat them comfortably. If you had a 9 against Liverpool, you might have beat them. Obviously, can't say it definitely would have, but you might have beat them, right? Against Leeds, you were just fucking poor. Very, very bad. Mate, it was fucking horrendous watching that Leeds game. Makes my body dance for you. Like, maybe a 9 helps in that game, but there's rumours of a 4-2-4. Yeah, Longstaff was class. Like, where was that in the fucking last 3 or 4 years? You know what I mean? Where was that? But he suits a team like Leeds, though. He'd have been good at West Ham, Everton, them types of teams. Fulham, maybe. Yeah, he was. He was excellent. Fair play to him. But like, thing is, though, is that not down to instruction? Is that not like instruction, or I don't know? Because if he's doing it for Leeds, obviously he can do it. But if he's being told not to, he's then, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Nicholas Jackson's gone to Bayern Munich. I bet you're happy about that too, no? Because last night it didn't look great, mate. It did not look great. Do you boys think that the transfer window should shut before the games start, or? Yeah. Hey, Milik, how we doing, mate? Yeah, I think it should. Because I think teams would be a lot more careful with the signings that they make if they can't like adjust the squad after like 3 or 4 games. You know what I mean? Because it Zlatan Ibrahimovic, yeah, Zlatan's coming, mate. Yeah, exactly, Toon. Yeah, because you can't just like you can't just do what other players have done. Well, I'm not playing anymore. Like Man United, for instance, right? They would have been stuck until January with the keepers that they had, right? And I know that we've brought in some players after the season started, but I think it should shut as soon as the first ball is kicked. The transfer window shuts like so. See, the transfer window shuts on the Friday night, and the football games start on Saturday. You know, anybody registered on the final day can't play that weekend. So anyone registered on Friday can't play that weekend, but anyone registered Thursday and beforehand can. Hey Josh, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? To stop all this nonsense. Cause you know that I can. How's your day? Yeah, not too bad, mate. What about yourself? What about yourself? They call me Spitfire. We're just building packs, to be fair, mate. Does anyone else think that Liverpool have to win the league this season? Or no? Like, they absolutely have to win the league. Anything less is a failure. Because if they've won the if they won the Premier League, sorry, last season, right? They won the Prem last season, right? They've just spent 500 million euros this window. I know that's not all in all because they got like they've had sales and stuff. But if they've spent 500 million, right? And they've improved the squad as well as they have and they don't win the league. That's a failure, right? They have to win something else as well. Well, obviously they're going for the Champions League, aren't they? But given what I've seen of Liverpool this season, I don't think they'll win the Champions League. I really don't. 2K Mez, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? Yeah, Liverpool have to win the league and something else and do very well in the Champions League. Because um, there's been a lot made of like how much Arsenal have spent and how much X, Y, and Z have spent, right? But like to spend that much money in one window, they have to win almost everything they're in, and anything less is a failure. Because I've seen Liverpool fans over the last like year or two mock how much Chelsea spend, mock how much Arsenal spend. So it's only right if we keep the same energy for them as well, you know. England are going to play on the 5th of September. Nice. I hope we win. Eric Ten Hag sacked. Yeah, I said that yesterday, mate. Cold. Cold comms from me. We're falling down. Pick me up. You're the best. I mean, I don't know about that, mate, but yeah, we are quite good at what we do. Yeah. Dead in the eyes of my friend. Ba, 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 ba. Come on. Yeah, we've got music on the Kick, TikTok, and Twitch, but we can't have it on YouTube because it's illegal on YouTube, unfortunately. Can you see Man City winning the league? I wouldn't want to lie to you, mate. No, I wouldn't want to lie to you, mate. All I know. Who are winning? Liverpool have to, mate. Liverpool have to win the league this season, mate. They have to. They've spent all this money and they have to win. Did you see Stoke versus Bradford? No, mate, I was asleep. I was asleep for that game, mate. Sorry. What do you mean, Skelly? What do you mean, mate? It was horrible, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised, mate, you're watching Stoke versus Bradford. Break the fire, break the Stoke or Port Vale, I don't care for either team, I'll be honest, mate. I don't care for either team. I'm a Sunderland fan, I'm not asked about Stoke or Port Vale. Both terrible, yeah. What do you think of Isak joining Liverpool? I mean, he's a dickhead for doing what he did, mate, but it's a good move for Liverpool. He is injury prone, though, so that is something to watch out for. You know? Newcastle got a lot of money. Liverpool got an injury prone striker. Is what it is, isn't it? Like, I wouldn't have been paying that much for him. Just purely because of his injury record, to be honest. Can't stay fit. But what we can't have now is obviously Liverpool fans, because in previous years they've prided themselves on not going massive in transfer windows, building themselves up with like youth talent and like other transfers like smart business around the world. This year they've gone out and done exactly what they were complaining about not being able to compete with the top teams. They've gone out and spent hundreds of millions on players to bring into the club. So now they have to be successful straight away. They have to win the league this year. They have to win another domestic cup and do very well in the Champions League. Otherwise, it's been a failure. You know? Right, 2 seconds, chat. I'm just going to grab a bottle of water. Um, yeah, to be honest, Danny, right, it puts a lot of pressure on your team, though, because signing Isak for that amount of money, all the players you signed this summer, now you absolutely have to win the league. You do. You have to win another cup, whether it be the FA Cup or the League Cup, and you have to do very well in the Champions League, if not win it, because of the amount of money you spend. So, what's happened is, like, all these signings are going to create an awful lot of expectation. So now, if Liverpool don't win the league, win another domestic cup, if not both of the domestic cups, and do very well in the Champions League, then it's been a failure, which is a little bit wild, but yeah. Honestly, I think Ekatike won't go bench straight away. Isak hasn't played in as like what's he called, hasn't played in months. Hey Billy, how we doing? Ekatike will continue to start for weeks. John, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? Yeah, good one, John. Any more jokes or no? Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, so Ekatike will start for weeks while Isak gets his yeah, John, grow up, mate. No one's gonna fall for your shit jokes, mate. Yeah, so Ekatike will start for weeks while Isak gets his match fitness up. Then once he gets his match fitness up and he stays fit, then he'll start. But yeah. Yeah, it's a game, mate. Yeah, you're on YouTube in the middle of the afternoon trying to tell fucking jokes. Grow up. You know what I mean? Fuck me. You're here watching FIFA, mate, so it's all good in it, like. How we doing, Bill Bailey? How are we, mate? Shut him down, shut him down. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, just put Henri in. Oh no. We've established I'm not grown. That's true to you as a grown man playing FIFA. Yeah, I'm playing FIFA, which is a game, mate. Yeah. You're watching me play FIFA, so who's the real fucking loser? You know what I mean? You're watching me play this game, sir. You know what I mean? Have a good day, though, lad. Yeah. User, thank you very much for the follow, mate. How are we? Shut up, down. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, he's on YouTube, Bailey. Thinks he's funny though, right? Like, I tell you what, I'll show you. I'll show you his jokes, chat. Here we go. We'll show you his jokes, right? This is what the comedian's done midway through a Monday afternoon, right? So he's decided to come into the group, into the chat, right? Look. He says hello, which is a perfectly nice message. Then he goes, put Ligama in from Chelsea. You can also put Joe from Liverpool, right? And he thinks these are funny jokes. Obviously, he's about 10, right? You know what I mean? Thinks he's funny. But what he doesn't realise is he's watching me play FIFA, which is, you know, it's a bit weird, chat. It's a bit weird. You know? It's a bit weird, really. John, I mean this with the greatest of respects, mate. Stop chewing your fucking crayons. Put your helmet on and go and sit in a corner. Mong. Fuck me. Honestly. Some people, chat. Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt my feelings, mate. I wish Sunderland get relegated. Yeah, yeah. I bet you're fun at parties. Not that you get invited any because you got no mates, but like, yeah. And because you're 10, I can tell you for one rate, you're fucking mong. But yeah, I just banned him. I can't be asked. Like, I think he can still type in the YouTube chat, but no one else can see it. So if he's sitting there typing, no one can see it. So yeah, enjoy talking to yourself, Mara. You can't actually ban people on YouTube, which is crazy. Like the YouTube user interface, like the UI for it's just mental, mate. Is what it is. It's been a mad day. Transfers on it, Bailey. Like a mad day. Did you see what Newcastle have been offered? Fuck the mags. I agree, Jensen, mate. I agree. I agree, son. So basically, Eintracht Frankfurt have come into Newcastle, right, and just said, "Oh yeah, we'll give you 28.5 million for Will Osula. 28.5 of the king's finest for Will Osula." Take that every day, yeah. And I mean, it means that the amount of money they're spending on Wissa really doesn't matter because they're getting the money back. So we're getting Gertrudia and Robbery. So take that. Bayern have signed Nicholas Jackson. they're paying like 17 million, no, 12 million for a loan, and they've agreed to like an obligation of like 52 million. So it's like almost 70 million quid they're paying for Jackson. No, exactly, yeah. But it shows like you've beat the game. You've got every 99 footies. Go on, lad. I'm only missing R9. We got Huller earlier. We got Lothar Matthias earlier. Yeah, thank you very much for that follow there. Appreciate that. I'm going to try and stay on for as long as I can today. It might be close to 6 o'clock. It might be close to 7. I don't know. I've got the key. Ba, 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 ba. Any chance, ref? I've binned off every card that isn't 99 in the club, so. Thank you very much for spamming all those likes on TikTok Live, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that follow, mate. There, how are we? Breaking news: Nottingham Forest reach agreement with Atletico Madrid to sign Javi Gallan. That's from Ornstein, the Ornstein bomber, the Spanish left back, Javi Galvan. Ornstein bomber. Fucking hell, any cards about? I wouldn't be surprised to see Newcastle going for Conor Gallagher, by the way. He fits them so well. Never heard of the bloke, yeah. Mate, Forest love to just sign players, don't they? Do you think Marinakis gets bored and just goes, yeah, we'll just go and sign him? We don't have the money, just do it. Just do it. Before that got too fucking intense there. Do you not think oh, there's Beckenbauer again. Do you not think oh, what's he called? Jacob Ramsey does the Joe Linton role now. What, so you think he takes up the Bruno Guimaraes role more than he does Joe Linton? Just put fucking Tino Livramento in the Joe Linton role. He's a fucking bruiser, isn't he? Play Kieran Trippier right back. You'll be alright. Elliot Anderson, yeah. Do you reckon you could sign him back now? Or no? Not putting a buyback on him was a massive mistake, though. Unless there is one. There might be one of those secret fucking contract clauses that Marinakis doesn't want anyone to know about. It's that time for you to get on the floor. Now move that body and show me what's on more. I mean, it depends on like what clauses are in contracts and that, innit? I can't imagine Newcastle let him go without like anything at all. Let's. He might do, but do you think he gets more regular game time playing for Forest though? Because of how good your midfield is. Fulham are also going for Raheem Sterling, by the way. Yeah, maybe. Now, to be honest, right, like Anderson technically is better than Joe Linton, but Anderson can't do what Joe Linton does. And what Joe Linton brings to a team isn't necessarily football ability or anything like that. It's, I want to say a fear factor, but he's better than that. Like, he's like, yeah, Joe Linton's a fucking, he's someone you wouldn't want to play against. I'll put it that way. Like, he's not someone you'd rather play with him than against him. Fucking hell, he's an absolute monster. Like, it's I wouldn't want to play against either of them, to be honest. And we have to play against both of them twice, but I don't. Physically, I'm more worried about like, so when Newcastle play Sunderland and when Sunderland play Forest, I'm more worried about Joe Linton purely because of Granit Xhaka. That's gonna be one for the ages. That Granit Xhaka and Joe Linton's gonna be one for the ages. If he's not like injured for then, because Joe Linton does pick up injuries. That's the downside to him as well. Because of how he plays football, he ends up hurting himself more times than. Yeah, like Joe Linton ends up hurting himself more than he hurts other people. So like people always call Newcastle's midfield like a group of thugs and stuff, which I never get because they always hurt themselves more than they hurt other people. Shaka will tear his leg out with socket. I mean, I don't know. I think Granit Xhaka's a lot more streetwise these days. He's not. He knows he's 32, 33. He knows he's getting on, and he can't match physicality with Joe Linton because Joe Linton's too young, too powerful for Granit Xhaka at his age. You know, he'll give it a go, but um, can you rate my FIFA TikToks you've just started? Unfortunately, mate, I can't. I'm currently live. Granit Xhaka reminds you of Suchek. That's fucking offensive. There's Granit there. Oh yeah, Granit Xhaka is very intelligent. Yeah, see that ball he whipped in for Isidore. Like Granit Xhaka will not move from his position and expose the back four unless he has to, and that's what helped us at, like in our home games because like we've been excellent at home. We beat West Ham and then we beat Brentford. If we can pick up, like we've already gotten half the points that Southampton got all last season, so we're doing very well at the minute. Hold on a second. Um, right, we have Palace next, right? We've got Palace, Villa, then Forest, all on like Palace game isn't on Sky, but Villa and Forest are. Um, like I said before, I'm glad we went out the cup to Huddersfield because that gives us more time to focus on Premier League. Right, so oh yeah, Bailey, 100%. Yeah, like against Palace, do we expect to win? No. So a point from Palace is an excellent result. I think Villa will be back in swing by the time we play them. FIFA will be out by then. Um, Europa starts. Does it really? Yeah. Then we've got Forest, Man United, Wolves, Chelsea, Everton, Arsenal. It's a tough run, this man. Like our easiest game is probably Palace, not Wolves, and that's in October. Chelsea, Everton, Arsenal, Fulham, Bournemouth, Liverpool, City, Newcastle, Brighton. Then we get Leeds. Then we get City, Spurs, Brentford, Palace, West Ham, Burnley, Arsenal, Liverpool, Fulham. It's Newcastle on the 21st of March. Spurs, Villa, Forest, Wolves, Man United, Everton, Chelsea. Like it's a tough season, mate. Like already picking up six though is massive for us. Massive. Obviously, any points we pick up at the minute is fucking huge, but um, because we're currently sixth, but I can't imagine we're gonna have an easy time. Yeah, because obviously with Palace losing Eze, with them losing Mark Gahey, like does that take anything away from them? Like they're still a very good team. Still got Mateta and the likes, but like it's going to be difficult. Although we have also strengthened as well, so I'm happy that we're signing a lot of defenders because the more defenders we sign, the less chance I've got of watching fucking Luke go 9 in the Premier League. So I'm happy about that. Oh, that'll be the worst game in the world. That Bailey. You'll both camp in your own halves and no one will do anything. One team will be scared and the other one will be happy about it. That's what will happen there. That's what we call handshake football. Have I overestimated Manchester City this season? Because I'm saying that Man City finished second, but yeah, I think that's what Arsenal try to do against Liverpool, to be honest. Ba, 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 ba. City fooled all of us, mate. They stink. All right, yeah, maybe. I was surprised when they didn't go for the right back at Palace, Munoz. Yeah, he gives them exactly what they need as well. Before. Palace are in advanced talks with Manos Solomon um, on loan from Spurs. So where you've been before. Galatasaray are close to reaching an agreement with Ilkay Gundogan. I don't know if he'll score a hat trick against Newcastle, mate, but I hope he does well. Put him high. Is that what he said, Danny? Yeah. Bournemouth have signed a defender. It was always going to be late. Newcastle wouldn't let them have him early. Where you've been before. And he supports Leicester. Yeah. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Yeah, I'm not watching you on TikTok, mate. And if you say that again, you will get banned. That's begging at the highest order. Yeah. I mean, they have to leave by 7 o'clock tonight, don't they? So, what would we do? I'm happy with our transfers, to be fair. We get Gertrudia next season for 18 million quid if, like, we get to keep him for 18 million quid if we stay up. Monster deal, that. Usually Dutch, usually Babu. Just tell you I love you. I think we've done really well in our transfers, like, because we've identified. Yeah, breaking news. Sunderland explored a move for Ajax winger Bertrand Traore last night, but decided against proceeding with it. Keith Downey, why are you making me excited? Um, so Sunderland are looking for a winger. Apparently, we turned down because we got offered Bertrand Traore for 2.5 million quid. And we said no. All right. I don't even know yet. Next thing she's wearing my Rolex. How much did we pay for Brobbery? I think he's a loan mate. I'll be honest. I'll have a look now. Um, right. So it is a signing. Um, so it's about 25 million quid. So it's 20 million quid and then 5 million in add-ons. So about 20 to 25 million. Next thing she's wearing my Rolex too much. Shams don't know where my phone is. Next thing she's wearing my Rolex. Does he start then? Like, if we're paying that much for him, yeah, yeah. Apparently, you'd agreed a deal this morning with AC Milan to sell for 12 million quid, and I thought 12 million quid was a bit of a fucking. Alexander Isak's officially signed, by the way. I did, yeah. He's a third choice keeper, but still he got signed up, didn't he? Ba, 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 ba. Thierry Henry again, second time today. Hey, Elliot, how are you doing? Yeah, they did, Billy. Yeah, I'm over the moon with the signings that we've made. Yeah, I am. Yeah, we've made some quality signings. We're in for a winger, apparently. Unnamed, but what a rivet and stream that'd be, innit? Yeah. Did you have fun watching that, Billy, or no? Ba, 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 ba. Hey, look, and how we doing, mate? Yeah, I'm fantastic, mate. We're making two signings today, potentially three, so I am buzzing, mate. Yeah, we're getting Gertrudia in. The fella, young Dutch fella. Unnamed winger. And Brian Broberry. So, because we let Patrick Roberts go Birmingham, I think. I think we'll have because of how well like we are ran now. I think we'll have things in place for that. If we do go down, we'll have things in place for that. Or was he? Yeah. Therefore, Brighton fan. Why do you think that though? Ba, 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 ba. Oh, is he one of them? Prawn Sarnies and that. Yeah, Dan Bollard's meant to be out for a couple of weeks, mate. Maybe a few months. Did you see the other news though, Lorcan? Newcastle have been offered 28.5 million for Will Osula. 28.5 million. Eintracht Frankfurt. Mental. Mate, I'd be running away with that. No backsies the lot. Like, um, Eintracht Frankfurt have offered Newcastle 28.5 million of the King's finest for Will Osula. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd want that in stone cold cash, mate. Toon was in here earlier. Toon was like, I'm fucking driving there myself, mate. I'm fucking sure. Well, I mean, he did score one against Birmingham as well in the FA Cup last year, I think, or the League Cup. So I mean, he doubled his tally against Liverpool. So, like, he is quick. He's just, I don't know. He looks a little bit raw though. And I mean, if you're gonna send a talent out, you at least send it to Germany, right? You gotta get out. Because they'll be spending Ekatike money, right? So now it looked like the 55 million quid that Newcastle are spending on Wissa doesn't look as bad now, does it? Because they're bringing all that money in from them. So yeah, doesn't look as bad at all. So. Yeah, yeah, Wissa's going Newcastle for 55. 55 million is obviously not what he's worth, but with them getting the amount of money they're getting for Will Osula, um, and to be honest, mate, paying the extra, so like paying the extra for Wissa is far better than going without a backup in case Voldemort gets injured. There we go. Yeah, that would have made the most sense. That would have made the most sense. I'll just build this pack and then I'm just going to go to the toilet, alright? That'll be 2 minutes, lads, alright? Oh yeah, this window's been class, mate. Been fucking excellent, this window. Oh, fucking hell. What's everyone's plans for today then? Just watching the transfer window or what? Say about do fuck all. Yeah. I mean Raw starts at 7 o'clock tonight, so yeah, so whenever the transfer window shuts, it's straight onto Netflix for wrestling, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm handing her all my 98s now Because I've got like a 99 team. I don't need the 98, so. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and this week could go away. Yeah. It's Friday then. It's actually Monday. What? Apparently, there's a database of FC26 cards. So I'm gonna try and pull that up. We'll have a look through that. We want that weekend. It's actually Monday. What? Ba, 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 ba. We could go away. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. From this we can go away. I don't know what to do for tomorrow's stream because usually we just open packs and watch like the transfer news, but like that's finished tomorrow. Thank you very much for that follow there, Adam. Mate, how are we, sir? Clash in Paris, yeah, it weren't great, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was just average, wasn't it? Oh yeah, Roman's not coming back until fucking October, November, mate. Doing good. What about you? Yeah, mate, I'm fantastic. Thanks. We're just about to look through the FC26 ratings if I can find them. Gonna build more packs, get through the FC26 ratings, and just have a little chill out for a bit. I don't know what to do tomorrow. Um, I don't know what to do tomorrow at all. Yeah, there was a few matches that were good. There was a few that were just shit, though. No. So let me go. To be honest, mate. No, yeah, obviously, yeah, she is, but like, she's never been the best wrestler at all. And then that botch that she did as well was crazy. You know, when she went to jump off the second rope and completely missed. I mean, yeah, you can't do anything but call it out. Hey, random dude, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? Yeah, we're just talking about transfers and wrestling, really. There's some excellent transfers being happening. The Willow Sula for 28.5 million was crazy. Harvey Elliott's an excellent signing for you. Not too sure about Sancho. I was a kid under your control. I'm not rating your FIFA TikToks, mate. No, absolutely not. No. Yeah, he should be, Jaden. He should be, mate. Yeah. We're gonna go over some FC26 ratings in a second because apparently there's a database we can look at. So yeah, it'd be a solid window that, mate. I'm handing in 98 rated cards, by the way. I think, to be honest, right, our ratings are terrible. Yeah, they'll have to be, mate, because we've just been promoted, innit? Um, the the signing of Sancho and Elliot is quite literally the good and the bad. Like, not afraid of flying now. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, mate, I wasn't expecting us to get many upgrades. To be honest, like, yeah, what like that's his boyhood club, don't it? I think he's a Burnley fan, or like he was from Burnley originally, so he went back there. And I think the only reason he went is because like that was the agreement. Oh yeah, do you know what it is, mate? I bet he's good. He might be, but I don't know. I think that was the only reason he was allowed to leave because he was going to like he was only going to go down to that type of team, wasn't he? Because they wouldn't have let him join like a Spurs or something like that. Because he's still got a bit about him, but not. Yeah, the Kyle Walker for 5 million. He went ages ago. Um, I think Sterling's going to Fulham. Walker's from Sheffield. All right. Then I've got no idea how that came about. Then. Hey Tom, how we doing? Yeah, we're getting rid of 98 rated cards now, lads. I'll clear all these out, and then, like I say, we'll try and pull up the database. You good? Good to hear, man. Cause I don't like where we're going. Could you change the way you kiss me? Change the way you kiss me. Could you change the way you kiss me? But yeah, there's a lot of transfers that have happened today that are quite good. Quite interesting, to be fair. Oh yeah, it's because they're midfield, mate. They picked a defensive midfield. Like, all their players that they had in the midfield were there to set up shop, like to get a draw. There was no creativity in that midfield at all. Um, Now, had they played Eze, Martinelli should be nowhere near a Premier League team. Not even Sunderland. I would not take Martinelli at Sunderland. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't. He's fucking horseshit. He puts his head down. He runs. There was a few times he could have played Jokeres in, and he didn't because he's got no idea what he's doing. I still can't believe that. 35 million quid for Harvey Elliott. That's a mental signing. I think you've done them. I think you've done Liverpool over there. They could have gotten at least 45 out of that. Do you think you're better off alone? Oh yeah, I think they'll be class together, mate. I really do. I think they'll be class together. Ooh, talk to me. So it's an all England front forward, you think? Watkins is the striker. Elliot on the right. Morgan Rogers behind him, and then Sancho on the left. Right, I'll see if I can find this database that people are banging on about on Twitter. Pull up Twitter first. Just while this is loading, chat. Oh. Concert Tyrone Mings may as well just be England anyway, yeah. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Like, people are talking about databases, but I can't find any. Yeah, Jackson's price is crazy, mate. Yeah, it's a crazy price. 70 million quid. By the way, Mark Gahey might not be going to Liverpool because Igor's loan to Palace is off, therefore Gahey might not be allowed to leave. It's like the knock-on effect there. My savior is pure now. Yeah, I can't find the database. Don't care. I'm a feeling. It's been a great day for transfers, though, hasn't it? Yeah, like 70 million quid for Jackson just seems a bit expensive, doesn't it? I'll see if I can find it one more time. Right. Hey, Tally, how are we doing? How are we? How do you feel as though your transfer window is gone? How are we doing? I'm just I'm trying to figure out the best way of doing these player ratings. Um, cause like I think we're done with signings now. I think so, mate. Yeah, I think so. I can't find the player ratings anywhere, and it's shit. I just wanted to do like look through them and have a bit of crack on about them, you know. But yeah, you've got to keep in today, though, haven't you? You've got to keep in today. So that's something, isn't it? Might help you out that. Yeah, that's it's gone quiet that deal, hasn't it, for Lakumi? For us, anyway. We're getting Gatrudia in though, chat. So this guy here, excellent player. Can't be any worse. Well, that's exactly it, isn't it? Like, we should try and sign Ahmad. We haven't got the facilities for Ahmad Diallo, mate. They'd want about 50 million quid at least. We haven't got that. We're never getting Ahmad back. That's not happening. Can't wait to do a football manager save. To be honest, mate, Sunderland will be a very good football manager save this year. Very good. If anyone's willing to give that a go. Yeah, so Igor, who was supposed to sign with Palace, isn't signed with them anymore, which means that Liverpool might not get Mark Gahey here. So, hey Craig, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? Colin Moani on loan. Yeah, it's an excellent deal that for Spurs, to be fair. Excellent deal that. I don't want nobody, baby. Um, it might do, random dude, because it's more expected as a goal, isn't it? Because you don't save nothing. Yeah, I think on a game you can get a European push, mate, but I don't think I don't think we're in a European push like IRL. We're doing very well. I don't think we're going Europe though. I think that's a bit of a stretch in it. Unfortunately. Mid-table, mate. I think we'll finish about 15th. You know, I do. I think mid-table's far too high. Far too high for us. We've started off very well, but we've still got to play all the other established teams in the league, mate. I think we're going to find it very difficult from here on out. You know, we might pick up the odd point, but it's going to be very difficult. You know. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody. No, I do trust him, but you also have to be realistic about it, though, right? Pavard, Marseille, yeah, it's. I haven't heard about Pavard since he scored that goal in the World Cup. You take 15th, or after everyone's saying you'd be relegated. Exactly, yeah, yeah, exactly. You got to be realistic about it, right? Like, we've still got to play all the top six clubs, right? We've still got to play the other teams like Brighton, um, Fulham, and all those teams, right? They're established Premier League teams. We aren't, and their squads are still better than ours. Like, I am being positive, but I'm also being realistic about it. Like, yeah, if we finish 17th, I'm throwing a party. Like, genuinely, if we survive, party. Like, I was happy when we got beat the other day by Huddersfield. That's less games we have to play, less chance we have of getting injured. Well, we play you very soon, don't we, mate? So, like, we've already got half the points that Southampton managed to get last season. Oh, mate, it's perfectly fine to dream. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, it's fine to dream. Yeah, I'm just trying not to get too carried away because obviously now when you're like, oh, mid-table, and then you start seeing yourself slip down the league and you start getting disappointed. When realistically, if we finish anything like 17th and above, we should be ecstatic with that. You know, 17th and above, ecstatic. I'm just trying to keep like, you know, trying not to get too carried away where we are at the minute, so I don't get disappointed by end of the season. You go waiting for the fire to light. No, no, we won't go down, mate. No, no. There's teams in far worse situations than us. There's Virgil. There's Carlos Alberto. Wow. You're under control. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, yeah, same, mate. Yeah, I've got a 99 rated team with a bench and reserves as well, yeah. I think everybody has at this point. Yeah, the Wissa deal's interesting, but have you seen the other Newcastle deal, Tally? Where they've been offered £28.5 million of the King's finest for Will Osula. Eintracht Frankfurt in Germany. I haven't seen enough of them, to be fair. I've seen a lot of them, but not enough. By the way, Brian and Buemo on FC26 has that Trivella Playstyle Plus, and he looks sick. Do you think that EA should drop FC26 now? No, 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 definitely not. Definitely not. They shouldn't drop FIFA now, mate. No. Shaka's still 86. He's 85, mate. Shaka's 85. Still going to be doing an Evo of him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Fights every ball. Oh, he's He'll definitely give them some like tenacity in the team. Yeah. Visser completed his medical. Yeah. That means that the Visser deal, right? Like the Visser deal isn't as bad as I first thought it was. Maybe Jensen, maybe. I mean, he scored against Birmingham for them as well, didn't he? So, uh, like, I will say this about he hasn't like Osula hasn't like disappointed. He hasn't like let anybody down, has he? He hasn't like he hasn't been shit. He hasn't been great though. He would have been a third string striker. So he's done more than I think they've expected him to do. So it's been average, yeah. Hasn't been great, hasn't been shit. Hey Oreo, how we doing, mate? How are we, set? Two hours left of deadline, dear lads. Yeah, I'm fantastic, thanks, mate. I am fantastic. Sunderland are doing fucking business in the transfer window, so I'm happy. I love deadline day. Yeah, every year we've done something for deadline day as well. Like I think this is like the third or fourth year I've been streaming. Fourth year. Sancho and Elliot at Villa. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Get a penalty point. Why? What have we done wrong, mate? Yeah, but we also make a ton, mate. We actually are very profitable, so we are a very rich club, by the way. Like extremely rich. We haven't spent any money. Like we haven't spent any money in years. Like any real money, anyway. Yeah, because they refuse to pay him loyalty bonuses. Yeah, they refuse to pay his wages and his loyalty bonus because he's been a knob. And you know what it is? I respect it. Like I wouldn't have paid him either. Like how can he claim a loyalty bonus when he's done what he's done? Like same with Johan Visser as well. He's been a dick. Yeah, like anyone who does that to any team is a fucking. I don't care who you are. Like it's different if the team tell you you're not playing. That's different. But if you refuse to play and all that type of stuff, you shouldn't be paid anything. Sort out the RGB. What did you build your own PC or did you buy it? It should already be sorted. Are you using what's it called, the Asus thing? Armor Crate, Armory Crate or something like that. Oh, Real Madrid will come in for him in about 2 years, yeah, and he'll probably do the same thing to Liverpool what he did to fucking Newcastle. You build it yourself. Very nice, mate. Oh yeah, 100%. And then we'll see what type of energy the Liverpool fans have towards him. Because there's been a lot of Liverpool fans who have been saying, "Oh, free Isak," and all that type of stuff, going on scandalous about it. We'll see. We'll see if they have that very same energy when Real Madrid come knocking. Different situations though, on it, Oreo. Trent never refused to play. He played out his contract and did everything he could. He won all that stuff and then he left. I understand why they're frustrated with Trent, right? I do. I do. I understand why they're frustrated with him. But he played his contract out. He he played his contract out. He didn't refuse to play. You know what I mean? What Isak did is far worse than what Trent did. Far worse. Oh yeah, he'd been learning Spanish for like no one asked him. Like no one said, "Are you joining Real Madrid?" You know what I mean? How are we doing, Sappy? How are we, mate? Yeah, honestly, Sappy, right? Like at the minute, I understand why Newcastle fans are annoyed. If if our player, like say Wilson Isidore in the summer, went, "Oh, I'm refusing to play and I'm refusing to train," sell me to someone, I'd want to punch his little face in as well. You know what I mean? Nah, we're still waiting. We're still waiting. The frustration, yeah, but they got offered 20 million quid in January. They got offered 20 million quid in January. I understand what their frustration is, right? But at the end of the day, you can't let your prime players like that get into them types of situations. You know, the thing is, right, with Newcastle, right, they're not bothered that Isak left. They're not bothered about Isak leaving, right? It's in the manner he's done it. That's the problem. Everyone leaves a football club at some point, but it's the manner in which he's done it. If he said, "I want to leave," but continue to play and played in the games that he should have played in, they might have been on 6 to 9 points at the minute. As it is, they're on two. And that's the frustration. It's got nothing to do with him wanting to leave. It's in the manner he's trying to leave in. Yeah, it's because he's brought Newcastle what they haven't had for a long time, right? Silverware. When you've got someone who's like 25, 26, wins you silverware, and is one of the best strikers in the league, if not the best striker. It's up for debate, right? But he's one of the best strikers in the league, maybe the world, depending on again the argument. But like it really does. Like it's a bad precedent for football what they've done. It's not even about Newcastle. It's about player power and the precedent that it sets. Refusing to play for your football club because who is Johan Wissa to tell Brentford he's not playing for them? Like I was saying earlier, right, Tally? Like, um, what's going to happen now? Oh, by the way, we're signing this guy because we're massive. We're signing this guy now. Um, and yeah, so basically, what it's doing now is basically clubs are now going to start putting clauses in the contract where if you refuse to play X, Y, and Z, it's going to happen. That's going to be a part of every single player contract now because of what's gone on. Because this hasn't been a problem until this summer. Because if you remember, Jokeres started it. Like Jokeres started it. when he said he was refusing to play for Sporting Lisbon. And he was wrong for doing that too. And like you said, he's injury prone. Like, Isak's a very, very, very good striker, right? Very good. But again, he's injury prone. Will he play straight away for Liverpool? No. Reason being is he hasn't played. He's refused to play for Newcastle. He's not match fit. Alex Pritchard did it as well. Yeah, he's a little prick, him. I've actually met him. The thing is, right, with him though, right, like, he can't play until probably, I'd say, mid-October. Beginning of October. Because there's an international break, right? And then Ekatike will have to play until Isak comes off the bench to get his fitness up. And Isak probably won't start for another 5 games. Like, that's the problem now. It's going to be like mid-October before Isak gets started. And like I said on Twitter yesterday, I don't think he's actually going to ever meet that £125 million money. I really don't. He won't be there long enough. He won't be there long enough. He'll have 2 or 3 seasons at Liverpool, and then he'll move on. And he'll go Madrid, Barca, wherever. That he's already got injury issues, hasn't he? So, in your dreams. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Garnacho, yeah. There's a lot of players this summer who have gone down the power route who are now going to change contracts for the worse for the players. Well, to be honest, right, Garnacho had been told to go home anyway, so he's trying to make it out like he had the power there. He was told to stay away anyway, wasn't he? So he's like, oh yeah, I'm not playing if I can't go to Chelsea. When Amorim said he couldn't play anyway. Like, he's trying to make out that he had some form of power in that decision. Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Johan Visser completes his Newcastle medical. He's now a Newcastle player. Patrick Roberts. Like I said, I think I've said this a few times. I don't like Patrick Roberts. Um, he's not a winger. He's a 10. Like, he's not quick enough to be a winger. He's got 81 pace on FIFA 26 though. Don't know how he's got that, but yeah. He's gone to Birmingham, hasn't he? Yeah, it's only 6.5 million that as well, Natalie. That's an excellent signing, that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Patrick, mate, no. He did well for us. There you go. Man City have completed the signing of Gigi Donnarumma. We are the prodigy. He had to, Tally. Legally, he had to. He signed a contract. You know when he left originally? And he went to Burnley. He signed an agreement, said that like if Man City came back in for him, he legally had to re-sign with Manchester City. I don't know why, but I feel like there's going to be an absolutely like monumental transfer today. There's going to be a monumental transfer today. I don't know why, but I feel like it. It's actually a shame with Garnacho though, because he could have been. Oh yeah, Garnacho, mate. The problem with Garnacho is He has the ability to do these things, right? But his attitude doesn't allow him to do these things. Like, if Ruben Amorim had gone to Garnacho and gone, "Oh, you can be one of the best players in the world," and if he didn't like Amorim, he would sabotage himself just so Amorim couldn't be right. He feels like that type of person. He feels like someone who would rather piss his own career away than have someone else be right about him. Calvin and Grealish, yeah, yeah. I mean, look at Jack now at Everton. We were talking about Jack the other day, and he's very, very, very good, right? But he's not a touchline winger. He's in my FPL. I might have to get Voldemort in, genuinely, into my FPL. Yeah, I bet you were. Yeah, especially considering you can get him for 50 million quid. That's how much Everton have an option of next year. 50 mil. They'll pay that for sure. At any point, they can activate that as well. Yeah, I'm not playing this game for like anyone who hasn't been here for a while. I'm not playing this game like with any like seriousness. I'm just here looking at transfer deadline day while opening packs. Like, yeah, and that's the flip side of it though, isn't it, Tally? Though, like, if you look at if you look at how Nicholas Jackson's been treated at Chelsea, they told him to get out. They don't want him anymore, right? So they send him to Bayern, and because Delap gets injured, they're like, "Oh, actually, no, mate, we need you. Come back." I'd be like, "No, get fucked. That's not how this works, mate." So also, there's the flip side of the Isaac stuff, where the club might discard you and try and force you out. You know? Well, I mean, they recalled that fella from Sunderland as well, Mark Gui, didn't they? I don't know how to say his fucking name, so the recall to strike the loan to us. So now we've had to go out and get Brian Broberry for 21.7 million. We're bringing in Gattudia as well, and we're bringing on an unnamed winger. So I'm here for it. We're having an excellent transfer window, and it means I don't have to watch fucking Luke O'Nien play in the Premier League. So I'm happy, mate. I am over the moon. I'll not have to watch Luke O'Nien play in the Premier League. Limbs. Not a fan, chat. Not a fan. He can't get away with what he does in the Premier League with VAR. Unnamed wingers Neymar. Imagine the types of evils you could set up with that. Yeah, I hope Nicholas Jackson does well though. Like, I think he could have done well at Newcastle. You know, I'll be honest. I think he could have done well at Newcastle. Yeah, City look awful. Gone are the days of Riyad Mahrez and that type of threat. There's Raheem Sterling going to fucking Fulham now. Because apparently Raheem Sterling's being told that if he doesn't find a club by 7 o'clock, they're going to terminate his contract. Which means they have to pay him 34.5 million quid. Fucking hell. I mean, you're not in any hurry, are you, if you're Sterling? If you're Raheem Sterling, you're not in any hurry at all. You get 34 million quid. You get your weekends off, you know. Gundogan went to Galatasaray. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Oh, there's a Manor Solomon tweet. Crystal Palace are in advanced talks with Tottenham over Manor Solomon. I just want to know who this winger is. Imagine it's Messi chat. Lamine Yamal, yeah, maybe. Borough are signing Alan Brown on loan from Sunderland. Manchester United have signed Lamans. The goalkeeper's in now. Um, I was trying to see if I can see anything about our winger, mate, so. Nah, nothing yet, but. Um, it was, oh, I know who you mean. It was, 2.5 million quid or something, wasn't it? I've just seen his name again there. But yeah, apparently you're not signing anybody else now after this goalkeeper tally. Get enough of my time. I would honestly, right? I really wouldn't be surprised. Um, I wouldn't be surprised to see one massive signing from Newcastle today. Even Conor Gallagher for you would be massive, you know. That's who I was saying Newcastle should go for, Conor Gallagher. Go, oh, oh, oh. Oh, they've just getting 125 million quid. Apparently, they had 180 million quid to start the season, so they're allowed like 300 million quid because they've just sold obviously Isaac, and then obviously the money they got from Lloyd Kelly, which was 20 million quid, and then they got 15. Yeah, so they'll have about 320 to 330 million quid to spend there. Yeah, so they'll have about 300 million quid, 330 million quid. Yeah, no bother. Ba, ba, ba. I don't know what to do for tomorrow's stream though, because I don't want to open packs again. Like, there's no football on. There's no transfer window. I don't know what to do for tomorrow. Running and you running and you running and you running away, 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 boy. You keep running and you running and you running and you running away. I haven't got that game, mate. Clubs. Potentially. Potentially, yeah. The problem is though, right, like if I was to buy the WWE games, I'd only get like a month or two out of them. Because obviously when the new FIFA comes out, we'll be spending an awful lot of time on that game. Because obviously this year you need to have 3 teams, so I don't just have to build 1 team this year. I've got to build 3. You know what I mean? What tryouts? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we might run clubs tomorrow. Hey, Devil, how we doing, mate? Tell me something good. Traore, yeah. Bertrand Traore for 2.5 million quid is what we were linked with. Yeah, Eintracht Frankfurt makes £28.5 million offer to Newcastle for Will Osula. What the fuck? Wasn't the name you saw earlier though? Yeah. Yeah, like having 3 teams is going to be really, really, really fun. But like, I was talking about yesterday, right? And like, there's going to be a lot more need for managers, isn't there now? Because I don't know if I know bronze pack method isn't what people want to like talk about, but like, do you think this year will be good because of the need of managers and different nations and evos for different teams and the fact that you can have more squads? I don't know. Like the daily knockout tournaments are going to be sick. The gauntlet's going to be sick. But if the gauntlet is something like you just keep repeating and keep repeating and keep repeating, I'll do that. Oh, I mean, I think you'll be one of the teams that struggle this year, Devil, because you have, like you say, you haven't brought in enough attackers. Like against a very, very, very like, and Newcastle weren't great. I mean, you've done well so far, obviously, but I think there's teams in far worse situations than yourself, though. I will say that. Burnley, for instance. Wolves look like they're in trouble. Wolves, Burnley, Brentford didn't. I don't know about Brentford because obviously they just lost Wissa now. Um, yeah, they've kept Larson. Yeah, good point to be fair. I mean, Leeds are like Leeds for me are definitely one of the teams like in the bottom 5. I think we might be there as well. We started very well, but we haven't versed anyone like we should have beat fucking Burnley. We should have beat Burnley, mate. We should honestly be up there with fucking Liverpool on 9 points as well. Ugh, we were awful against Burnley. Fucking awful. Mm. Next game is Palace. I don't expect anything against Palace. I think we might get packed in there, but Just packed Salah. Nice. Oh yeah, Everton looked like a good outfit this year. Very good. I don't even know whether to play a completely different game. To be fair, like I don't want to play Madden on stream because that's the game I play off stream. Yeah, but it was a very, very, very fucking. I don't want to say contentious because I feel like it was a penalty, but um, that was one of them scrappy games that you took. Um, that game could have gone either way. You know what I mean? Obviously, excellent 3 points, but oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Um, I mean, we've got Wolves soon. Apart from that, we've got a very, very, very tough run now. I can't see us picking up points for a while. A couple of weeks now. We've got Wolves, I think, in October, and that's the next like winnable game we have. So, and then December's pretty tricky for us. So, it could be a long season. But the fact that we've got 6 points on a board out of nine so far is oh yeah, but that was again, a point is very good, but that was the worst game of football I've watched this season. It was woeful from both teams. Awful that game. Sean Longstaff was your best player. Hey SK, how we doing, mate? How are we? No, no, that's what I'm saying, Devil. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you get him. At least you get him. Um, that was an awful game of football to watch. That one. I think we'll be more than fine. I would say 15th to 13th for us. Oh mate, that was an awful game. Did anyone watch that Newcastle Leeds game the other day? And if you did, how do you think it went? Because honestly, mate, I thought it was absolutely boring as fuck. It was an awful game. I would say it's easily the worst game of football I've watched this season. Easily. Fucking woeful. And obviously that's got nothing to do with like anybody in particular. Just it was just shit. Yeah. To be honest, like I said, mate, if you had a striker, you might be on anywhere between 6 to 9 points this season. Newcastle Villa was up there. Yeah, that was pretty awful as well. Yeah. No, I didn't understand that either. The five back against Leeds was a bit long. Yeah, five back was a bit unnecessary. Oh yeah, them are the games you have to be going out, scoring 3 or 4, and playing on the front foot, attacking football. I do think you're going to be a lot better after the international break now, though, because you've got the big German. I will say that. Yeah, they were running around for no reason. Yeah, I said that you had about like 300 million quid all in all because you started the season with what, 170, 180, and then you just got 120 from 125 to 130 for that Isak there. You got 20 for Lloyd Kelly. You got 15 from 15 from Sean Longstaff, and you might be getting 28.5 million for Osula from Frankfurt. So could have about 360 million quid, mate. Not bad. Yeah, 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 yeah. It does, yeah. Any money you make from them types of tournaments counts towards PSR as well, mate. Yeah. Like where you finish in the Premier League matters as well. Like as like when you go further into tournaments, that matters as well. Like the League Cup, the FA Cup, that type of shit. 2 seconds, SK. I'll find that. Yeah, fair. I did all that just so I can see a picture of him. Nice. Yeah, we're getting 3 more players in today, so I'm buzzing with that. Because we are a massive club with a lot of money, so um, can't tell the difference. Yeah. How do you feel about your new goalkeeper then, SQ? Can't be any worse, right? Oh, probably Dan. Yeah, looks good. That's the end of your window now, though, isn't it? Gertrudia, he is a Dutch player, Dutch defender. Brian Brobry and an unnamed winger. Would you not have took Conor Gallagher on loan? SK or no? No. All right. Yeah, we've reached an agreement, like a broad agreement, but not actually like signed them yet. So I think it's like 21.7 million. Gertrudia is going to be on loan, um, and then we get an option to buy him or an obligation to buy him if we stay up. Yeah, you wouldn't. I don't think you get Harry Wilson. Not too sure about that. Yeah, he's gone to Bremen, yeah. Oh, oh. A reasonable price. The thing is, though, he's in the last year of his deal, so they can't really haggle over it. Otherwise, they're going to lose him on a free. You know what I mean? Harry Wilson's a smart little player. That's such a common for. I don't want to let you in. What, you're not going to spend 8 million? 8 million for Harry Wilson would be an excellent deal. Last year his contract or not. That's the problem, though, right? Maybe that's who we're going for. Maybe he's the unnamed winger. Imagine. We've done absolute bits in this window, including getting Granit Xhaka for 15 million quid. Outstanding deal, that. What a plur. Um, yeah, that's where I think we've got the upper hand on a lot of teams in the relegation zone, especially over the likes of Leeds and Burnley. Like, we do have the money, so. Hey, Elliot, how we doing, mate? I mean, that's the problem that a lot of Premier League clubs find themselves in as well, though. Like, this is the guy we've signed. What do we think, chat? Good signing, I know. You're quiet. I wouldn't have said so, mate. Quality signing, yeah. We got Gertrude here in as well. Excellent signing. Oh, by the way, SK, I don't know if you've seen, but Brian and Buemo on FC26 has the Travella shoot and play style. Uh, what did you get on the 99 guaranteed footy pick? Rude Hullet. Why? What's happening Sunday? What's happening Sunday, mate? By the way, um, Liverpool's move for Mark Gahey is in trouble because Liverpool, like Palace can't find a defender because the player they were bringing in, the deal collapsed. So Mark Gahey might not be going to Liverpool. What I would say though, Devil, is I'd go as far as you can go, but don't push yourself too far, mate, because them are dangerous. Just go as far as you can go, and then if you can't go any further, then just leave it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that is true, Alex. Yeah, you got 22 million for Tyreek George as well, didn't you? There he is, Sunderland's new signing. Yeah, you'll be alright. Then if you can do it in training, mate, then you'll be able to do it. If you can do it in training, then you should be able to do it. You know. Sweet sensation. Yeah, mate, I wouldn't be doing no 10k. I tell you that much. Would I fuck? Oh, if that's all you're worried about falling over, mate, you'll be fine. Just wear knee pads. Be alright. Yeah, true, Alex. True. True. Manchester City agree personal terms with Gigi Donnarumma. It's a here we go. Kolo Muani's gone to Spurs. Sweet sensation. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they recalled him last night. Fine by me, that mate. That is fine by me. One better taste. That's probably going to be me for the day, lads. 3 and a bit hours. Um, enjoy the rest of the transfer window. Enjoy watching Monday Night Raw. That starts at 7 o'clock tonight, by the way. I'm gonna go and eat food, edit them two icon pics that we got earlier, and then I'm gonna watch the wrestling. But yeah, like I said, thank you very much for today. Um, I'll catch you boys tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. No idea yet. We'll figure that out when that happens. Um, but yeah, thank you very much for today, TikTok. Bye bye now. Right, so we'll close down TikTok. Get that out of the way. Um, anyone live on Twitch. Oh no. Oh, Malika. Lisa. Um. Yeah, true. Um. Right, lads, I'll catch you tomorrow, alright? We're going to go raid Lisa. Make sure you drop her a follow when you get there. I am off and I'm going to go eat food. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I'll figure that out. But yeah, catch you boys tomorrow. Bye bye now.